Today you're going to hear about relocations. That's when mum or dad wants to move someplace crazy far away with the kids. And as every trial lawyer and judge knows, relocations suck, because if the mother wants to relocate to Alaska, it's unrealistic to suggest the parties can split the difference and settle on Montana. It's winner takes all. Worse, appellate courts have told us until they're blue in the face that relocation opinions have almost no value. That's because each case is unique, meaning you shouldn't compare them. This makes presenting legal arguments for or against a lot trickier for practitioners. At the same time, we have noticed when certain facts are present in the, quote, fact pattern, end quote, the outcomes, statistically speaking, tend to be more predictable. So sit back, grab some sparkling water, and prepare to learn some cool stuff about relocations.
Hello again, I hope you're all doing well. If this is your first visit here, I'm David Gotch. I'm sorry I'm not better looking, but I do appeals, and each month I showcase a sampling of recent decisions on a specific topic and publish the rest into a monthly guide or cheat sheet. Speaking of which, new policy going forward, sorry about this. Making these guides can take anywhere between 6 to 12 hours, give or take. And I've done about 9 of these so far. 7 of them have been very popular, averaging several hundred downloads a piece. The content one was like a huge success, 700 downloads. But, and there's always a but, 2 of the guides, well, they barely made it into double digits. And understandably, some topics are going to be a lot more popular than, say, others. But I have to keep on top of my book of business, and lately that's just been this huge challenge for me. So going forward, if a video gets, let's say, 50 likes, 50 is a good number here, within the first month of broadcast, that's sort of a signal to me there's interest in a guide on that topic, and a guide will drop, ideally within about a week. The link will be in the description, so as we get closer to that number, circle back. Once we cross 50, the guide will be there. Now for relocations, the guide is about 95% finished, so once we cross that threshold, the link is probably going to appear within just a few hours. And just to help sell this new policy just a little bit more,
we have 16 relocation decisions, clickable pilcrows so you can trust but verify, and cool trivia to impress your friends at the country club. So lose that zero and get with the hero.
Okay, there we go. Oh, before we start, final reminder, next month, Roadshow begins. I'll be presenting these lectures at the following locations. Hey, you're going to get some CLE credits, so check it out. And now, finally, on with the show. Now, my first pick was Kelly. It is it is a bonkers high conflict case. Dad ultimately files a modification petition for sole everything due to abuse allegations. And there's this huge dispute on what happened the day of trial. Mom claims her lawyer, who she hired at like the 11th hour, made her agree to Dad's settlement offer, which included Dad relocating to Missouri, because if she didn't, the lawyer supposedly said the judge would put Mom in jail. None of Mom's witnesses heard the lawyer say this in the hallway. They did say she was kind of freaking out after talking to him. The lawyer denies Mom's allegations outright. Now, what we do know, Mom agreed to Dad's demands in open court and doesn't say a peep about this until a whole month later when she files a motion to vacate, arguing duress. And at that hearing, the judge believes the lawyer, but Mom and her witnesses, not so much. Mom then appeals, and it boils down to really just duress and that Dad never filed a relocation petition. Now, as to the latter, parents can agree to all sorts of things, both pending and not pending. So that was a non-starter as far as this appeal was concerned. And turning to duress, well, that one also loses because it has to be shown through clear and convincing evidence. It's like the civil equivalent of beyond a reasonable doubt. And here, the court made credibility findings in a strictly he said, she said hearing. So good luck raising that Titanic. And 2, the other reason why it was going to be a loser was that duress actually requires the other side tank the case, not your own lawyer, so it wouldn't have gone anywhere anyways. In today's case, Dad was involved at least to a point when it came to visitation, but was a year behind in child support to improve
who's
going to notice?
David covered Miller and Anderson last year before switching to the Roundup format that we all know and love. Both cases suggest that if a parent will either make more money or save on expenses by relocating with the kids, and the non-custodial is a deadbeat, it's practically a done deal.
I want to watch something else.
Bu son İbrahim. Son kez bu mehtabın altında çaresizliğimizin kurbanı olarak.
All right, I'm back into my half suit here. The last case for the day. Kenny, the decision is like 1 trillion pages long, about 47, I guess. And the issue, as I saw it, there was actually a lot of issues, but the one that put it into the published category is this new conscious lives factor. That was a phrase one of the trial experts used. The kids did live a little bit in Illinois, but primarily as newborns and infants, so they were kind of living over here in Colorado from age 1 onward, and that's been their home ever since. So during the years, the case was sort of meandering through the court. The childhood that the expert believed the children would remember, their conscious lives, that was all in Colorado, something the court gave weight to when granting mom's relocation. And the appellate court said, yeah, that'll work for us. So thank you, Myra, for adding to the already large stack of relocation factors we now have to sit through. Okay, that concludes this month's sampling. The next installment will be petitions to vacate, a topic that applies to both criminal and civil cases. So I hope to see you all when that one drops. Obviously, these videos get done when they get done. So if you want to be first in line, unhealthy stalking behavior is the solution to getting first dibs. Anyways, that's all I have. As always, thanks for watching.
cehennemin dibinde de olsa o çare.
What is this?
Oh, it's a historical epic. That is Ibrahim. He's the concierge of the Sultan. He's secretly in love with the Sultan's sister, who's engaged to the vizier's.
2 hours later.
This is like a really big mess. Plus, the Sultan's got some girlfriend problems or something.
So it's basically a soap opera.
No, it's a historical epic. 2 totally different things.
David's right. These are completely different things because men don't watch soap operas.
Sana bak